the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Want to swear everybody in before we take the roll call? Select them on.
We can. So do you want to do it all together, or do you want to do it individually? I'd like to probably just do the mayor first by himself, and then we can do the trustees together.
That's fine. Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I'll have you stand in the center.
Okay.
So I'd ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat these words after me.
Okay.
I, John LaBounty,
I, John LaBounty,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and will be faithful and discharge the duties of mayor
and I will be faithful in discharging the duties of mayor
of the Village of Rouses Point.
of Village of Rouses Point.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, we have two trustees. So I'd ask you to both please raise your right hand and to repeat these words after me. And it's going to be I, Brian Pelkey, and I, Benjamin Arnold.
I, Brian
Yeah, you know who you are now? Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of village trustee
of village trustee
Rouses Point.
of Village of Rouses Point.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I just need you guys to sign this after. Yes, please.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Congratulations.
Now, Mr. Latro, would you take a roll call for attendance, please?
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Present.
Trustee Arno.
Present.
Mayor LaBounty.
Here. Now, at this point, we're going to open up a public hearing for the Village of Rouses Point budget for the year 2024-25. There's copies of those budgets. Everybody should have a copy within their packet, and the budget has been put out there for the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on the budget? No one from the public wishes to comment? At this point, then, I'm going to close the hearing for the budget for the 2024-25 year. Now I'm going to open a public hearing for the Village of Rouses Point sewer and water rates for the year 2024-25. Anybody from the public have any comments on that? Anybody from the public, once again, have any comments? No comments from the public. The public hearing is therefore closed for the Rouses Point sewer rates for and water rates for the year 2024-2025. Now we'll open up the regular meeting, and nobody from the public has signed up to address the board. So we'll go to the next on the agenda, which is the minutes of the April 1st, 2024 regular meeting. All the trustees should have that in their packet for review. Anybody have any changes or revisions, or if not, then I need someone to make a motion to accept the April 1st minutes as printed.
Make a motion to accept the minutes of the April 1st meeting?
Second.
All those in favor of accepting the minutes of the April 1st, 2024 regular meeting as printed, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Bills, any additions?
We have three of them this evening. First one is business card in the amount of $113.88. It's mainly for cleaning supplies for the office and the Civic Center. Then we have the New York Power Authority in the amount of $60,690.68. It's our monthly bill for March. And Simply Prescriptions Group in the amount of $6,301.12.
Thank you. Any questions from any of the board members in regards to the bills or the addition? If not, then I need to have the bills accepted as printed and added to. All those,
I make a motion to accept the bills and additions.
Second.
all those in favor of accepting the bills as printed and the couple additions, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Correspondence, Mr. Latchmore?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do have a few things for correspondence. I received an email from, the gentleman's name is Kevin Levine. He is from the Hanover High School Nationwide Eclipse Ballooning Project Leader. And what he wrote to me is, I would hope this message finds you well. On behalf of the Hanover High School NEBP team, NASA Support Nationwide Eclipse Balloon Project, NEBP, I'm ready to extend our deepest gratitude for the outstanding support and generosity we received from the Rouses Point community. Your contribution played a role in the success launch of our high-altitude science payload and achieved that fulfills us with pride and excitement. We would like to offer a special thank you to the wonderful crew at the Rouses Point Recreation Center. Your welcoming and accommodating nature made our experience not only successful but also incredibly enjoyable. Your efforts in facilitating our activities were instrumental in the smooth execution of our project. We are equally grateful to individuals like Benjamin Arnold and Calvin Castine, among many others who dedicated in assistance in the program. Your enthusiasm and support have not gone unnoticed, and we are truly appreciative of the time and effort you devoted to help us to achieve our goals. The collaboration of the community spirited demonstrated by all of your strengths and unity of Rouses Point. We are honored to have had the opportunity to work alongside such committed and supportive community members. The success of our high-altitude science payload is a testament of the collective effort and solidarity of everyone involved. Please accept our heartfelt thanks for your generosity, support, for making this experience memorable and fruitful, one for our staff and students. And also, I'd like to indicate that our SEN received a Google alert today, and the Google alert indicated that the group calibrated with NASA to launch balloons with the goal to observing what happens when it's in the air. Balloons were successfully launched in Rouses Point, New York, and reached altitudes of 96,000 feet and 130,000 feet. They were retrieved in Littleton, New Hampshire, and they were caught in trees. So it was a success for their balloon launch. And they're gonna be sending us photos at some point. So I wanted to share that with everybody.
Thank you.
The next thing that I wanted to let everybody know is it's that time of the year, finally, that the spring cleanup days for the Village of Rouses Point will run from May 6, 2024 until May 10th of 24. And there will be absolutely no pickup after this date. Residents are reminded that this collection is for pickup of bagged leaves, shrubs, and tree limbs less than 3 inches in diameter. There will be no pickup of paint cans, tires, dumps, waste oil, stones, cement, or wood. Residents are requested to bag all leaves, and we're asking them to do them in clear bags or the paper bags that are biodegradable bags only, and place them at curbside in such a position that parked cars do not block the pickup of these items. This will greatly facilitate the collection. We also have the posting on the digital sign, and we also have it posted on the village website. The other thing that I have at this time is I received notification from the American Legion Auxiliary. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 912 of Rouses Point is requesting the Village of Rouses Point to grant us permission to distribute poppies for donations. If permitted, we would like to make these poppies available at various times and locations throughout the village during the period of May through possibly November to capture our patriotic holidays, Memorial Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day. Therefore, your permission would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support concerning this matter. So if the board was interested in allowing that, I would need somebody to make a motion to grant them permission.
I make a motion that we allow the American Legion Auxiliary to sell poppies in the village from May through November.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor of the American Legion Auxiliary selling poppies within the village, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The auxiliary has authorization from the village board.
And that's all
Anything
I
else,
have.
Mr. Latchmore?
That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. And at this point, I'm gonna move forward with the mayoral appointments, and they are as follows. Deputy mayor for one-year term would be Gail Menard. Deputy treasurer for a one-year term will be Rebecca Pelkey. The attorney for the village renewed annually, it would be Thomas M. Murnane. The budget officer for a one-year term would be Arsene Letourneau. The IEEP officer will be John LeBounty for a term of 1 year. The library board trustee for a term of 5 years will be Patricia Burkett. The bank for the village will be TD Bank and Champlain National Bank, renewed annually. The official newspaper for the village will be the Press Republican. The EMS Advisory Board delegate will be Walter Laramie for a term of 1 year. The EMS Advisory Board alternate for a term of 1 year will be Junior Moore. The Fire Advisory Board delegate will be Mike LeBlanc for a term of 1 year. Fire Advisory Board alternate for a term of 1 year will be Sean LeBombard. Fire Chief Mike LeBlanc, term of 1 year. First Assistant Chief Sean LeBombard, 1 year term. And last but not least, Second Assistant Chief Chris Matot for a term of 1 year. Now we'll move on to the mayoral committee appointments, as will be as follows. Under Water and Sewer, the chairperson will be Nicholas Southwick. The co-chairperson will be Benjamin Arnold. The electrical department, the chairperson will be Benjamin Arnold. The co-chairperson will be Dale Menard. Community Development, Planning, Zoning, and Codes, the chairperson will be Dale Menard. The co-chairperson will be Nicholas Southwick. Fire and EMS and the Welcome Center, the chairperson will be Benjamin Arnold. The co-chairperson will be Brian Pelkey. Public Works, the chairman will be Brian Pelkey. The co-chairman will be Nicholas Southwick. Personnel and Insurance, chairperson will be Brian Pelkey. Co-chairman Dale Menard. Parks and Recs, chairperson will be Nicholas Southwick. Co-chairperson will be Brian Pelkey. Next on the agenda will be the schedule of regular meetings for the remainder of 2024 and part of 2025. Every village trustee should have a copy of that in their packet. Is there any questions on when we've established the regular board meetings for the upcoming 12 months? If there's nobody has any objections, then I will ask a roll call vote to accept these board meetings as scheduled. Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. The regular board meetings for the remainder of 24 and part of 25 for the following 12 months have been established.
Excuse me, Mayor. We need to do a roll call vote or get a motion for the mayoral appointments.
Oh, I do, okay. Apologize for that, Mr. Lattimore. Do I have a motion for the mayoral appointments?
So moved.
Second. That's both for committee and the appointments too?
We don't need it to do it for the committees, but for the appointments.
Okay, all those in favor of the mayoral appointments, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. The committee ones, we don't have to have that done, right, Mr. Latchmore?
No, if you want to, it wouldn't hurt, but
No, that's fine. Now we'll, everybody should have in their packet, village policies, there should be 22 of them. And I won't go through every one, I'll just, do them in numeric order. The first one we're looking at to review and accept rules of procedure for the Board of Trustees public meeting. The second one would be the sale of surplus material. The third one would be authorization to travel. The fourth one would be electronic LED sign message board usage and policy. Number 5 would be non-sufficient return check policy. Number 6 would be sexual harassment. Number 7 would be code of ethics. Number 8 would be alcohol, marijuana, and drug policy. Number 9 would be the vehicle use owned by the vehicles owned by the village. Number 10 would be procurement policy and procedures. Number 11 would be conflict of interest. Number 12, family and medical leave of absence policy. Number 13, confined space entry procedure. Number 14 would be the fund balance policy or procedure. Number 15, use of village property. Number 16, workplace violence prevention and incident reporting. Number 17, sick leave donation, full-time, non-bargaining unit employees. Number 18 would be our travel policy. Number 18 would be internet and acceptable use of the internet. Number 20 would be hazard communication program. Number 21, investment policy. And last, 22, policy against discrimination and harassment. If there's no discussion on any of those policies, then I need somebody to make a motion to accept those policies as provided to the board members.
I make a motion that we accept the policies as provided.
Second?
We'll call a vote, Mr. Latchmore.
trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Menard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick,
Aye.
trustee Arno,
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. Next on the agenda would be the village budget resolution 24-9. And this is the resolution adopting the budget for the fiscal year commencing June 1st, 2024 and ending May 31st, 2025. If there's no discussions on that among the board, then I need a motion to accept the budget for 24-25.
I just have one comment to make.
Sure.
Regarding the budget, I want the village residents to know that as promised, we did go through line by line on the budget to justify every cent spent. And it was, just speaking for myself, I felt it was a very good process, both fiscally and just informatively. So I have a lot of confidence in this budget, and I hope we use that same process going forward.
I appreciate that, trustee Southwick. Just to clarify what the trustee Southwick has said, I met with the treasurer along with the village administrator, each department head, and each trustee that's the head of that department, the chairman of that department, and the 5 individuals. We went over the budget line by line to make sure that the supervisor of the department indicated why they put something down in their budget and rated it to be important or not important, or they could live without it or whatever. We had a very good and thorough discussion with each department head and each trustee, and I think, as trustee Southwick said, we had a very good budget meetings, and I will assure the public, as long as I'm the mayor, we're gonna keep continuing to do it in the same shape, form, and manner. I think it's very important that we all understand this budget, and each department head and each trustee, I believe, gained a little bit of information and insight with this first initial meeting, and going forward, I am sure that we will all learn from this experience. And that's all I have to say. Anyone else have any comments? No?
I make a motion that we accept the budget for 24-25.
I'll second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore?
Trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Menard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno,
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it, the budget has been passed for the 24-25 year. Next on the agenda would be the Village of Rouses Point, Resolution 24-10, the sewer rate. And the sewer rate is increasing by $1. Anybody have any comments or questions in regards to that from the board?
I just have a couple of quick comments. Just in looking at this, this is reflecting, this is for the residents, this is reflecting the cost, increasing cost of doing business. The sewer, just in general, I looked into this, the cost of chlorine itself, just this is across the nation, increased in the past couple of years by about 60%. So we're increasing this by $1 to help cover the cost of that. And just as another aside, if you looked at the 2014 sewer rate and then adjusted that for inflation to now, the rate that we're increasing it now to, is pretty much the same rate. So
Absolutely.
we're on the ball.
No, well, we hate to increase anything, but because of the inflationary rate of a lot of our materials, we had to increase it slightly so $1, I believe, is very reasonable for this time and age in our country. So without further comment, if anybody does, then I need a motion to accept the resolution 24-10, the sewer rate resolution.
Make a motion to accept the resolution 24-10, the sewer rate resolution.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore?
Trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Menard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno. Aye. Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. We passed the new sewer rate for the 24-25 year. Next on my agenda will be the Rouses Point Resolution 24-11. That would be the water rate resolution. And once again, we've taken everything into consideration for the village residents, the costs, and we've increased that just by $1. And I believe that's the best we could do at this point. Is there anybody on this board have any questions or comment in regards to that? If not, then I need someone to make a motion to accept the resolution 24-11, the water rate.
I make a motion, we accept the water rate resolution.
A second?
Mr. Latchmore, a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Menard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno. Aye. Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the resolution is passed and accepted by the board. Next on my list is a fire department resolution. The first one is for Michael LeBlanc, and I'll read it into the record. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Rouses Point, New York, wishes to express their congratulations to Michael LeBlanc, who will be celebrating 30 years of volunteer service to the Rouses Point Fire Department. And whereas Michael joined the Rouses Point Fire Department on August 2nd, 1993, and began his career in the first service, where he has been a role model and for many members of the department. Whereas Michael has been chairperson of numerous company committees and has held numerous department offices such as fire department captain, first assistant chief, second assistant chief, as well as department chief, a position he has held for numerous years and continues to hold today. Under Michael's leadership as chief, he has obtained numerous grants on behalf of the fire department, thus saving the village taxpayers thousands of dollars. And whereas his dedication has been shown in many acts of unselfish deeds to the department and the residents of the community, and therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees and the Village of Rouses Point does hereby congratulate Michael LeBlanc for achieving this milestone in his life and publicly thank him for his dedication he has shown to the Rouses Point Fire Department and to the residents of the village. And this resolution shall take effect immediately, and we'll take a roll call vote on this resolution, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Menard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno. Aye. Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the resolution is passed. second resolution in regards to Donald Deso. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Ross Point wishes to express their congratulations to Donald Deso, who has celebrated 30 years of volunteer service to the Ross Point Fire Department. And whereas Donald has began his career in the fire service, where he has been a model to many members of the department. Whereas Donald has been chairperson of numerous committees within the department, and the company has held numerous company offices such as warden, house committee, and executive committee member, a position he currently holds. Donald is to be commended for his extremely active participation in our EMS, serving as EMT for numerous years. And whereas his dedication has shown in his many acts of unselfish deeds, not only to our department, but to the residents of the village and neighboring communities. And therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Rouses Point, does hereby congratulate Donald Deso for achieving this milestone in his life, and publicly thank him for his dedication he has shown to the Ross Point Fire Department and to the residents of the Village of Rouses Point. And I need a roll call vote to pass this resolution. Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the resolution has passed. Next on the agenda would be the NIMFA proxy resolution, and this is allowing someone designated from the Board of Directors or another delegate as the municipality desires, or delegates be hereby designated to be accredited delegate for the Village of Rouses Point at the next meeting to be held May 21st, 2024 in Syracuse, New York. And I just need a motion to name this resolution and 24-12, the proxy vote at the NIMFA meeting.
I make a motion that we make a vote on the proxy resolution of 24-12.
Second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the resolution 24-12 is passed. Next on my list is the engineering award for the water and wastewater system project from the RFQ we received. Basically, there was two companies, Barton and Lagutis, and the other one was New England Consulting Engineers LLC. We rated both these companies, and with the fact that Barton and Lagutis had done about 85 to 90% of the work, and it rated out higher than the other company, my recommendation is the board is to choose Barton and Lagutis going forward for our water systems project. And do we have to take a vote on that, Mr. Latchmore?
We do.
I need in a form of a motion awarding Barton and Lagutis the engineering contract for our new water system to
I
be
will
built.
second. So move.
Second?
Okay, I need a roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the Barton and Lagutis has been designated as the engineering firm to handle our new water and wastewater systems project. And last on my list would be, I'm gonna ask for an executive session. We have some legal matters to talk about, and I just need a vote to go into executive session on this subject matter.
I'll put that in the form of a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Latchmore, roll call vote.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, we'll go into an executive session after the regular meeting. And that's all I have. Trustee Arnold, do you have anything?
Yes, I'd like to thank all the businesses in the village that sold Eclipse magnets. We did a pretty good job on them and by selling them, and all the proceeds go to the food shelf. And I also like an executive session for tonight. I make a motion, we have an executive session for tonight.
Second.
Or just,
What are we having it under?
what purpose, yeah,
Excuse me?
what purpose?
Yeah, we
What's the
gotta have,
purpose then?
we gotta name the purpose.
Oh, the sheriff's,
I think it's contractual issues, Benny, is what you wanted.
oh, contractual issues, yeah, okay.
Okay,
I'll
'cause
second
we have,
that.
we have to be naming what we're
Yep.
going to executive
Okay.
session for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll take a roll call vote on that, Mr. Letchmore?
Trustee Pelkey,
Aye.
trustee Bernard,
Aye.
trustee Southwick, trustee Arnold, Mayor LaBounty.
Aye. Second subject to be discussed in executive session. Anything else, trustee Arnold?
No, that's it for now.
Okay, trustee Menard?
Just one thing, I'd like to reiterate what, Mr. Latrimore said about spring cleanup. I know last fall, we had a few people that said they missed the days, so look on the website, look on the board. It's gonna be May 6th through the 10th. I know we had some people that said they missed it, so get your stuff out by the road so everybody can pick it up. Our guys will be there May 6th through the 10th, and that's all I have.
Or you can call the office and one of the ladies will let them
Yep.
know and reinforce it. So you got the website, the sign up front, or just call the office. So you got 3 different ways to find this information. There should be no reason anybody misses the pickup.
Facebook too.
Facebook.
And Facebook too, thank you.
And if you look out and you see them out there on Monday, get it out there before Friday.
There you go. Trustee Pelkey?
Yes, first thing I have is a reminder that the street department will be out sweeping our streets, so be patient with them. They're coming around, so they're starting already, so we can get this sand picked up in the season. Second thing I have is they've been working on the road that goes to our stage. It's almost completed. We had some drainage issues out there, which they took care of, and I think it's gonna be a lot easier for the bands and the people to get out to the stage without getting stuck.
Looks
Like the
good.
food trucks, and they did a really nice job
Really
out
did.
there.
Yep.
So it was, it finally almost completed, so that's a good project that's coming to the end. I don't know if people know, but this weekend we had our fire department breakfast, and it was a good turnout. It was an excellent meal, and it was nice to see a lot of people supporting our fire department that came out and had breakfast with us. The last thing I have is, I'm wondering if we can let the department heads know that if they have anything to surplus, that we can get a list from them. Apparently there's some stuff that's hanging around that no one needs anymore,
I'll have the administrator send an email to all the department heads.
so then we can go through the list and see what we can surplus or junk or to get rid of it.
Perfect. No?
But that's the only thing I have.
Anything else, trustee
No,
Moore?
that's it, thank you.
Trustee Southwick?
I just want to reiterate and thank Mr. Heath Carden and the rec center crew for making it possible for the National Eclipse Balloon Project to do their work here in Rouses Point. It was an impressive thing seeing the balloons get off the ground and just seeing the license plates in the parking lot. Because we were able to do that, there was a lot of people from all across the country who were able to discover Rouses Point. So, big thank you to them. And thank you to the Eclipse Balloon Project for picking Rouses Point.
Nick, could you just let everybody know that it was a last minute decision for them, because they were trying to find the spot that was gonna be most suitable, and Rouses Point ended up having clear skies to allow it. So it's nothing that we knew weeks or days in advance. It actually happened like 3 hours before.
Yes, in case anybody was wondering, because we would have got the information out there as soon as we could to let everybody get involved as much as possible.
Is that
But
correct?
as the administrator said, we were only told at the last minute that we were one of several communities in consideration for this balloon launching. And fortunately for us, they chose the village of Rouses Point, and we did get a little extra PR for our village, and it was a good turnout overall. Anything else, trustee Southwick?
Thank you to the weather for cooperating.
Exactly.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Code Officer Cooper, do you have anything?
No, sir.
The only thing I will have to say in regards to the code, we had another incident in the village, within the village where a bus mirror hit a basketball, movable basketball net. I told everybody last year at our meeting that everybody was gonna get a warning. No more warnings. These things do not belong in the road for traffic, and this is the second busted incident we have. Speaking to the code officer, I'm asking Mr. Cooper, the code officer, to go around our village every day and check and see where these basket courts are set up, and he knows what to do. He's the code officer, and we gave some warnings out last year, right, Mr. Cooper?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so we should be singing the same theme this year. This is a dangerous situation sometimes, especially with the bus situation, so Mr. Latchmore and you will be discussing this in his office tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you. That's all I have to add. I need a,
Mr. Mayor,
yes,
I'd just like to say something.
sure.
I just want to remind the property owners that April 30th, 2024 is the last day to pay any outstanding water and sewer bills. After that date, any water and sewer arrears are added to the tax roll and collected on the June 1st, 24 village tax bills.
Thank you, Mr. Letourneau. I need a motion to go in executive session.
I make a motion for recess.
Second.
All those in favor of taking a recess executive session, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. We'll now go into executive session.
Pat?